1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. We have a great hour of music ahead of us, and a few days ago I reached out to some of my great friends and musical collaborators, and together we decided we would like to entertain you all for a little while. While we're all at home apart, we want to make sure that everyone feels that although we're physically distanced, we're all together in this, and especially the music community is one right now. We're all suffering because there's a lot of gigs and session canceled, but at the same time, we want to make sure that everyone's spirits are up and that we continue to fulfill our mission, which is entertaining all of you beautiful people out there. All right, well, anyway, our first performer is Tommy Talton. That's some of his great records, including his latest one, which is him solo acoustic. Oh, it's so good. I've been honored to be able to collaborate with him for several years now on records and on stage. And he's just such a great artist. But you know all of that, his beginnings in We the People, and then the 70s in Cowboy with his great partner, the late Scott Boyer, and then a solo career ever since. Anyway, without further ado, take it away, Tommy.
Hello everybody, Tommy Talton here, wishing you well, hoping the family's safe and healthy and we all get through this as soon as possible. It's rough, but we can do it. And I see a lot of positive things that can maybe come from all this. It's up to us, isn't it? I was thinking about an old tune of mine called Give a Little Bit. Some of you may have heard. So I thought maybe if I rewrote the verses, I could bring it up to date into the situation we're in today. So let me try that. Me and J-Mo gonna try it for you. Love you guys. Ladies at the back door, worried about the kids. Everybody's wondering about the things they always did. Some doctors now are patients, some work so patiently. Everybody knows we fight a common enemy. So give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Stay at home and fight a new war. Call up your faith and passion. Remember all you've seen. From New York to Paris, Rome, and every city in between. A change has come so quickly in the twinkling of an eye. With every precious breath we take, what can we do but try? And give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Stay at home and fight this new war. Yeah. the birds are still singing. From a distance we are too. Spring will still be springing to reveal what's always true. We all walk a different path in a world that we all share. And all that really matters now is remembering to care. And give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Stay at home and fight a new war. Yeah. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Give a little bit, take a little bit, give a little bit more. Stay at home and fight a new war. Stay safe.
All right. Tommy originally recorded that song in its original version at Muscle Shoals Sound with David Hood and Roger Hawkins, and then Levon Helm recorded it down in Muscle Shoals too, just a little while later. Now our next performer is the great Mark Narmore. Mark is a #1 songwriter. That's What I Love About Sunday, and great songs like Moon Over Georgia that you all know. And he's also Spooner Oldham's first cousin and can play the whirly like not many people can, with a lot of soul. And I'm so honored to call him my friend. We collaborated on 2 albums together that I'm so proud of, and he's a brother. And well, let's see what Mark has in store of us. Here you go, Mark Narmore.
Well, hello and peace, hope, and love from Center Star, Alabama. We're really close to Muscle Shoals. We definitely claim Muscle Shoals. Speaking of Muscle Shoals, I co-wrote this song with one of the guys who actually helped formulate and form Muscle Shoals music industry, played on a lot of the early records. Spooner Oldham. And Carl Holder is a buddy of ours. The 3 of us have written quite a few songs together. I was just sitting out here playing today. This one just feels right to do. First thing I'm gonna hear Red Charles singing Georgia. Every word and every chord will be heavenly, I assure you. I sit there about 1,000,000 years, oh, just listening to him play. Won't be no night one day. Walk on down the streets of gold, hear Hank singing, I'm so lonesome. White hat and that shiny suit, oh, that's gonna be so awesome. I'll ask him about Montgomery and all them records that he made. Won't be no night one day. Won't be no night one day. No storm cloud of weather is gonna come my way. Sadness and the heartaches, oh, they're all gonna fade away. Won't be no night gonna see my daddy in his old work clothes, coming out of that cornfield, smelling supper on the stove. Mama, she's got fried chicken and out of this world chocolate cake. Won't be no night one day. Won't be no night one day. No storm cloud or weather is gonna come my way. Sadness and their heartache, y'all, they're all gonna fade away. Won't be no night one day. Won't be no night one day. Thank y'all and God bless.
Thanks, Mark. That was beautiful. Our next performer, we'll stay in Muscle Shoals, is the great Will McFarland. After a stint as guitar player in Bonnie Raitt's band in the 70s, he moved to Muscle Shoals and became lead guitarist for the Muscle Shoals rhythm section. And he's just a great player, great guy. So talented, it's almost crazy. But then again, we are all crazy a little bit, right? So, without further ado, take it away, Will.
Well, here's something I wrote a while back that may be apropos this season. I guess I finally come to that place along the track that I could settle into to take a hard look back. And all I thought was golden, well, I never would have guessed what would fade away in time and what would stand the test. I was a runner who flew his colors high in a race of immortals. Never thought we'd die. But when I find my memory back there with the friends I called my best, it's strange what fades away in time and what things stand the test. What was so important that I could sell my soul? That first taste of the apple really took its toll. I must be learning in which things to invest, things that fade away in time, things that stand the test. From things that fade away in time, things that stand the test.
Stand the test. That was great, Will. Our next contributor is David Hood. David is the bassist for the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, and he played on hundreds of the greatest records ever made. And I'm so proud to call him a friend and get to work with him every now and then. He plays in one of the greatest bands of the South, well, really the world, the Decoys. And this record we made together at the NuttHouse, and we'll hear about the NuttHouse in a little bit here. And every now and then we get to travel all over the place as the Muscle Shoals Allstars, representing the great catalog that he's been involved with. And I'm proud to introduce to this show today the one, the only, David Hood.
Hello, I'm David Hood, bass player with the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, also known as the Swampers. I'm staying in, being safe during this time of the COVID-19, but I'm wanting to wish good health to everyone in the music community, of which I'm very happy to be part of. And this is a little blues in D, the D standing for David. Appropriately, we end on the D. Wish everybody good health and send my love out to all the music lovers.
And that was a D like only you can play it. Thanks, David. Our next performers are Donna Hall Foster of Wet Willie and Stan Foster of Rollin' in the Hay, Phil and Foster, and the Deluxe Trio from Mobile, Alabama. And let's see what they are contributing. Take it away.
Hey everybody,
Hey, welcome to our video.
this is our house in Mobile, Alabama. I'm Donna Hall, Wet Willie.
I'm Stan Foster, her husband. And you guys may know us from like all of our musical stuff we've been doing. And since we've been quarantined, we thought we'd try to use the time
to
do
collaborate.
to collaborate a little bit. But we want to show you some cool stuff. Tell them about this idea, Donna.
Well, we had a lot of lanyards with our backstage passes. Between the two of us, we had a bazillion of them. So we thought we'd put them up there, put them to good use, and a little bit of a display. We like it.
Yeah. So
It's
we
useful.
we really love the music room, and since we don't get to have a whole lot of time to write and collaborate, I came up with a song, but I needed some lyrics, so I called in my resident lyricist, and we're now going to play you a song we just wrote, we just finished today.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
And it's called
Feel It.
Or
Your suggestion.
Healing Time.
Healing Time. All right, let's go. Let me get over here.
I have the lyrics because, I mean, what are you going to look at? We can't play it because Stan played all the parts. He played the guitar, bass, drums. Well, it was a drum machine. So we're going to play it, and I'm going to show you the lyrics. See, how entertaining is that? It's got a cool bass line he came up with.
Yes, is that a phase shifter on your bass? Why, yes.
Hey, that's me singing. Can't you feel it? People, can't you feel it? A healing time for you. These hard times may slow us down. Let's enjoy each day that we're alive. Lily's brothers are precious fools. And don't forget the golden rule. Breathe out and blow your fears away. Seek the blessings of a brand new day. Can't you feel it? I feel it.
I can feel it.
People, we sure need it. A healing time for in times of darkness, look for the light. The morning always follows the night. It's not about choosing sides. Let's reach out across the great divide. Forget about what others say. Working together is the only way.
Yeah, that's my little 1965 Alamo Fiesta I got from my grandmother. I don't play guitar very well, so I don't have a real nice electric. But that's me taking a shot at it.
Can't you feel it? People, can't you feel it? It's a healing time for your mind. Healing time for your mind. Healing time for your mind. A healing time for your mind. Just a reminder.
Y'all stay safe. We see you soon. We love you guys. Be safe. We'll see you soon.
Keep on smiling, y'all.
Let's keep on smiling indeed. Thank you so much for that. Our next performer is Charlie Taylor. As a songwriter, he started his career in the 60s, which took him to LA in the 70s, where he collaborated with some of the area's greats. And then he moved to Nashville, recorded 3 albums with Dan Penn, and I'm proud to say that I produced and co-wrote his last one, Same River Twice. And the next video I had in my archive, we filmed it at Creative Workshop Studio a few years ago for his previous release, and I thought it was a beautiful fit for today's program. So, Charlie Taylor, everyone.
concentrate on me. I'm the only love you ever need. When the road calls me away, darling, concentrate on me. Like the only candle in the room, your beauty draws men's eyes to you. When they ask you if you're free, darling, concentrate on me. We both know that there'll be times our bodies overcome our minds. So when temptation's running deep, darling, concentrate on me. Tonight you're gone so far away, yet I'm as close as I can be. Just close your eyes and as you dream, darling, concentrate on me. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on me. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on me.
Charlie Taylor, Concentrate on Me. That was beautiful. Now our next performer is Russell Mefford. Russell is the lead singer and main songwriter of the Fiddleworms, one of my favorites out of Muscle Shoals. And we got the honor to work on the Perfect Storm live album that we recorded at the NuttHouse together a few years ago with Angi Nutt. That we'll tune in here a little bit later. But Russell also organizes annual benefit concerts in Muscle Shoals that are just so great and always like star-studded affairs. But he's not only a super talented musician, he's also a fine jeweler, and as such, with Medford Jewelers, that is a family business that's been around way longer than I can remember, for many, many, many years that his grandpa started. He can also combine the two things. And in our next video, Russell is joined by his young son, Christopher, on the piano. And I believe that might be the first public performance they've done together. So take it away, guys.
Hey guys, Russell Mefford here with my son Christopher on a beautiful day in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Christopher is wearing a Sam Phillips watch, which we've got set to Memphis time, which is the same time as it is here in Muscle Shoals. So it is precisely 1:49 in the PM in Memphis and Muscle Shoals. And I'm wearing a Donna Jean watch, which we have set to California time. So it is now just about 11:50 in San Francisco. So, Christopher, can you remember where we got these watches?
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But anyway, we just wanted to say hello to everyone and send love out to everybody. You know, we're going through something that we've never gone through before, and so we wanted to do something together that we've never done before. So this will be the first time we played a song together. All right, you ready, buddy?
I
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. I love you, buddy.
Oh, you do.
All You Need Is Love. An anthem for all times, and certainly very, very much so right now. So our next performer is Harvey Thompson Jr. Harvey is one of the great keyboard players out of Muscle Shoals, such a soulful player on the B3 in any keys, really. We just did a record together with him and his dad and his Harvey Thompson trio just last year, and there's going to be another one coming very soon. They are so good, and his dad, it was a founding member of the Fame Gang and then of the Muscle Shoals Horns, and is still active on the tenor sax. So if you get a chance, check him out. And sadly, we also lost Bill Withers a few days ago, and so it was really fitting that Harvey decided to perform one of his songs. All right, Harvey, it's all you. that's the way to do it. Thanks, Harvey. Harvey's a Muscle Shoals Allstars alumnus too, as is our next performer, Carla Russell. So whenever we take the Muscle Shoals Allstars to a festival or a special performance all around the world, really, she's one of the featured vocalists along Jimmy Hall of Wet Willie. And a 3 years ago, we got to make this great album together. It's called The Good Side of Crazy, and it's her covering previously unrecorded songs by some of the greatest Southern songwriters like Tony Joe White, Donnie Fritts, Dan Penn, Spooner Oldham, Buzz Case, and Mickey Buckins, Eddie Hinton, and the list goes on. So I had this little video in my archive for a couple of years now from when we did her album, and I thought it was fitting to share it now because everyone needs a little sweet inspiration.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do the whole song anyway. I need your sweet inspiration. I need you here on my mind every hour of the day. Without your sweet inspiration, yeah, the lonely hours of the day just don't go my way. Oh yeah. All right. A woman in love needs sweet inspiration. You know that's all I ask. That's all I ask from you. I gotta have your sweet inspiration. You know there just ain't no telling what a satisfied woman might do. When you call me baby, it's such a sweet inspiration. And when you call me darling, darling, it sets my heart to skating. A woman in love is sweet inspiration. You know that's all I ask. That's all I ask from you. I gotta have your sweet inspiration. Yeah, yeah, that's all I want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Words all over the place, right?
Sweet inspiration while we're all staying at home trying to be safe. All right, well, the Muscle Shoals Allstars performed at the Vancouver Island Music Fest last summer, and the festival producer, that's Doug Cox. Now, Doug is not only the festival producer, but he's also a world-renowned dobro player and educator, and very active in the Canadian roots music scene. And he's also done many records, like collaborations with slide guitar players all over the world. And so I asked him to contribute, and this is what he sends our way. Take it away, Don.
Water reflects our history, what we were and what we'll come to be. There ain't no reason for the water line. It'll tell us how we're doing as Earth's guardians of life. Listen to the water, listen to the rain come tumbling down, come tumbling down. Listen to the river, running to the ocean, carries our sound, it carries our sound. One of these days, it won't be long, look to the water and the water. One of these days, it won't be long, look to the water and the water. Listen to the water, listen to the rain come tumbling down, come tumbling down. Listen to the river, running to the ocean, carries our sound, it carries our sound. They say we crawled out on the ocean floor, and now we fight it like a third world war. We need the water if we will survive. Don't listen to me, we need to listen to life. One of these days, it won't be long, look to the water and the water. One of these days, it won't be long, look to the water and the water. Listen to the water, listen to the rain come tumbling down, listen to the river, running to the ocean, carries our sound, it carries our sound.
Thanks so much, Doug. That was great. Next up is one of my favorite Nashville bands, the TajMaholicks. Four-piece Jonell Mosser, that you know as a solo artist too. Slide guitarist extraordinaire Tom Britt, and Levon Helms bass player Paul Ossola, and Muscle Shoals Allstar alumnus and Wallflowers drummer Lynn Williams. And a few years ago, I filmed them performing a song at the Poorhouse, which is a venue that's not open anymore here in Nashville. And I asked them if I could include this song in it because it's such a great performance. Unfortunately, we can't play together right now, but in that respect, we can just still watch them from afar, right? So it's not right now because they're all social distancing too. But I wanted you to see the TajMaholicks, and here they are.
Wrote the book of the 7 seas. Who's that riding John the Revelator? Who's that riding John the Revelator on the boat of the seven seas? Who's that riding John the Revelator? Who's that riding John the Revelator? Who's that riding John the Revelator on the boat of the seven seas?
TajMaholicks, John the Revelator. All right, next up is my good friend Billy Swan. Billy, had one of the greatest hits of the 70s in 1974 with I Can Help. He also played in Chris Christopherson's band for a long time. He's just a great, great guy. His last album is a collection of Buddy Holly covers that he did with Buzz Cason, and I can highly recommend that one to you too. It came out on Arena Recordings. And Billy graciously submitted a video too, and here it is.
Hello everybody, Billy What's His Name here, wearing his Donnie Fritts hat. Donnie Fritts was a friend of mine from Florence, Alabama, who wrote some great songs. And his wife gave me this hat. Actually, I gave it to Donnie. He loved it and he wore it a lot, and she was kind enough to give it back to me, and which means a lot. So enjoy this hat. And I want to do a song for you, and I hope everybody's doing well out there, taking care of yourselves, washing your hands, especially when you go out. I wash my hands about 20 times a day. And it's a beautiful day, and I'll be in. I'm not going anywhere. But I'm getting stuff done, cleaning out the filing cabinets, the closets, and all of that stuff, Good time to get stuff done, but it's not going to last long. We'll be back close to normal, I think, here before long. And if you have any friends who have been touched with this virus, I'm praying for them. And some people go right through it, and then some have some pretty serious problems, and we're praying for those people very much. So here's a song I'd like to do for you, and hope you like it. If you got a problem, I don't care what it is, you need a hand, I can show you this, I can help. I got two strong arms, I can help. It will sure do me good. Do you let me help? It's a fact that people get lonely, ain't nothing new. For a woman like you, baby, should never have the blues. Let me help. Woo! I got two strong arms, I can help. Ooh, I made a mistake.
What a way to end it, Billy. You caught me there by surprise for a second. Thank you so much, that was great. What a great slow version of I Can Help, one of my favorite songs. And, we all can help. We all should try to do whatever we can to make it through this and help our neighbors. And if any of the performers you're seeing in this video you'd like to support during these difficult times, please feel free to do so and reach out to them. I know we're all going through hard times, and it might not be in the cards right now, but we also hope that this is going to be over soon and we can go see live music again and support our favorite artists in that way. Anyway, next up is Mitch Mann. Mitch is one of the two great lead guitar players in the Fiddleworms, and Mitch and I did a great record together a few years ago called Blackwater Creek, which shows his acoustic side. And every now and then we go out as Mitch Mann and the Mocho Mixers and showcase his prowess on the electric guitar. And he's just a phenomenal guitar player. And the video we're about to see is something we filmed a few years ago, but I wanted to include it here too. It's Mitch performing a song by the great W.C. Handy.
I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down. It makes me feel like I'm on my last go round. Feeling tomorrow like I feel today. Feeling tomorrow like I feel today. I'll pack my trunk and make my getaway. St. Louis warm, she wears her diamond ring, pulls her man around by her apron string. If it wasn't for powder in her store bought hair, that woman I love her, she wouldn't go nowhere, nowhere. I got them St. Louis blues, just as blue as I can be. That woman got a heart deep and cold as the sea. Or else she would not go so far from me.
Mitch Mann, everybody. All right. Next up, we're gonna take a look at the NuttHouse, my favorite studio in the Shoals. And Jamie and Angi Nutt are two of my favorite people on this planet. So they're gonna give us some insight into the NuttHouse that unfortunately right now, I can't go there myself. So it's the next best thing to see how the NuttHouse is doing right now. And while I'm talking about Jimmy, I also want to mention these last two albums by James LeBlanc and the Winchesters that Jimmy produced, and he also plays bass in the band. So if you get a chance, check out James LeBlanc and the Winchesters.
Well, let's go see what's happening in the NuttHouse.
Hello?
Hey, what's happening?
Well, just hanging out at the NuttHouse here in lovely downtown Sheffield, Alabama.
Are you alone?
Well, I was till you came in. Come on in. I'll give you a tour of the studio.
Well, all right.
Even though you've seen it 8 million other times. Come on.
It's one of my favorite places.
This is my ever-expanding Beatles collection that, let's see, I believe started with that, which belongs to your sister. Your sister gave me that. And then this, and then everything else people have given me to put in the studio. So it is an ever-growing. I think the latest edition is this Beatles White Album puzzle, where every piece is white.
Except for the word Beatles.
And I was told not to open that, so I'm not going to open that. And this is our guest book. You can see someone wrote Jason Isbell is dumb. I don't know who wrote that. That's hilarious. He's not dumb at all. But red mouth. Anyway, on and on and on. Lots of people have signed this. It's a nice little walk down memory lane. Come on into the studio. This is my office. There's been lots of really small deals made in this room right here. And hopefully there'll be lots more. Maybe even some big deals one day. I don't know. And that Beatles, whatever you call it. Window was given to me by my good friend Will Pearson. And and this, kids, is a analog tape machine.
Woo-woo.
Doesn't get used much these days, but it's there for the people that want to use it. And this is what we call in the biz a control room.
Woo.
So come on into the control room here. This is where all the action happens, where all the neurotic, repetitive listening happens for hours and hours on end.
And a cool wall.
Yeah, that's my new back wall. I put some quadratic diffusers on the back wall.
Big word.
And so this is the control room. This is where I stay most of the time. I have a lovely Trident 80B console.
So pretty.
Which I bought a few years ago. I'm very happy with. And let's keep seeing the studio, and then we'll come back. I've actually pulled up a track that Angi, my wife / iPhone operator, asked me to play for you guys. So maybe we'll end with that. So come in here and let's see the studio. This is the hallway that when I was building the studio, Lenny LeBlanc came by, and I was finishing the design, and he said, you should put a hallway here with an entrance on this side of the studio. I was actually just going to have an entrance to the studio over here, and I'm so glad he gave me that advice because it worked out really well. This is an old bank built in 1953, 54. It was State National Bank, and you can see the teller windows are somewhat intact, along with some drum hardware and boom boxes and whatnot, what have you, if you will. And let's see what else. Some old Altec speakers that a friend of Russell Mefford's sold to me, which are nice. Crank up really loud every now and then. And got a classic Wurlitzer keyboard, the kind that Spooner Oldham played on so many wonderful Muscle Shoals hits, and Barry Beckett played on. To me, this is just a defining sound of soul music for Muscle Shoals and just soul music in general. To me, a Wurlitzer is one of the most soulful sounding instruments. Donnie Fritts, oh man, Donnie Fritts sat at this keyboard and played it many times. We miss him terribly, and we love Donnie. So, and this is typically where the drummer will sit. These lovely late 60s Ludwig drums belong to Justin Holder, fantastic local session player and live guy and wonderful person. Loaned the studio. They've been here for many years. They've been on many records, and we keep it pretty much set up, ready to go. This is the bass station. This is where the bass player will sit. Been fortunate to work with David Hood a lot. He's been here and worked in this space, as well as Bob Ray and David McKay and, oh man, so many others. I start naming people I'm going to forget, but recently had Michael Rhodes here. on a Dan Pin session. It was really nice to meet him. Fantastic player. Who am I forgetting? Bass players. Sean Tucker. Sean has played here. Jimbo Hart's played here on many things. I'm going to stop naming people now. Jamie. Yes, Jamie McFarland. Lots of stuff. Vocal booth. This is where we put the singers, and they can be in here kind of isolated from all the racket that's going on in the big room. And tried to design the studio where you could see everybody when a band's in here recording. I've got windows, and you can see everyone.
That was a sneak peek into the Nuthouse. Thank you so much, Jimmy and Angie, for contributing. And next up is another video I found in my archive that's probably about 10 years old, actually, and that I filmed with my phone at the Amber Falls winery here, just not too far from Nashville. And I really wanted to include two of my best friends, two late friends that unfortunately are not with us anymore. And that's Funky Donnie Fritts and Scott Boyer. And, you know, we all know and love Donnie. He's one of the most original and honest artists that ever walked the planet. We're not even talking about funky, because that just speaks for itself. Donnie left us last year, but he left such a great legacy, and he was such a great connector for musicians and artists in Muscle Shoals. And Scott Boyer, who I had the honor of doing a couple albums with, he left us a couple of years ago, and he's sorely missed too. But I'm so glad I can show you this video now, because it's also timely, because Donnie and Scott perform a song that Donnie co-wrote with the great John Prine, who caught the virus, and who we just wish the very, very best that he can make it back and grace us with more great songs. So anyway, for your viewing pleasure, here's two of the all-time greats, Donnie Fritts and Scott Boyer.
I give the song away or nothing. 15 minutes, hours and seconds, it just goes on and on. Tell me, why is my day so long? Oh, Mr. Time Thing, from my big screen, it's such a long dang gone. Tell me, darling, why is my day so long? My tongue is wagging, my tail is dragging, that clock runs too darn slow. I kinda sorta maybe need to see my baby. That's the time when we begin. Go. I'm going cuckoo. I need a doo-doo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me, why is my day so long? Tail is bagging, clock runs too darn slow. I kinda sorta maybe need to see my baby. That's the time when we begin to go. Going cuckoo, I need a new-doo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me, baby, why is my day so long? Tell me, why is my day so long? Gotta know. Tell me, why is my day so long?
Donnie and Scott That's the way to do it. All right, we got one more video. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and spending this last hour with us. I hope we were able to entertain you for a while, take your mind off cabin fever, and chase the blues away for this short hour, and hopefully live on in your heart and souls for a few minutes more too. The last video is the great Mickey Buckins fronting the Muscle Shoals Allstars. It's a video from a few years ago. It's actually, I filmed it on my cell phone during sound check at the Quarantino Soul Festival, where we all went to represent Muscle Shoals music. And to send you out on a high note, here is Mickey Buckins fronting the Muscle Shoals Allstars, including the late great Jimmy Johnson on rhythm guitar, performing Dan Penn and Chips Moman's classic Dark End of the Street. Bye for now.
Of the street, that's where we always meet now. Hiding in the shadows where we don't belong, living in darkness to hide our wrong. Oh, baby.
Hallelujah.